the first of two sections in the men's 4x4. Here in this first heat, we have in lane 3 the team from California. In lane 4, our Stanford Cardinal team. In lane 5, Cal State Fullerton. In lane 6, the team from North Dakota State wearing that green. In lane 7, the team from San Jose State. And out in lane 8, the team from Cal Poly Pomona. Unlike the women, again, we do have 2 heats here for the men, giving a few more teams an opportunity to compete, as well as to provide athletes enough time and enough space to not get too chaotic here as we again get into the late stages of our coverage of the Stanford Invitational. So the athletes are being instructed to come up to the start, get some final instructions here in our first of 2 heats of the men's 4x4. Athletes are getting their final instructions here. We'll keep eyes on the teams from Cal and Stanford, but don't be shocked if the athletes from Fullerton wearing the orange shorts, if they I think appear well here. Drew, what about you? Who or what are you looking for here in our first of 2 heats in the 4x4?
I wouldn't be shocked if we saw strong performances from some of the perhaps more upstart names here. You know, Cal State Fullerton, North Dakota State, Cal Poly Pomona. The San Jose State women ran really strong race there in the women's section of the 400. And it's definitely an indication of the way this meet has worked. These are some of the more local teams that have brought a full contingent to the meet. Some of the distance-oriented names that we saw a lot of last night. We're not seeing 4x400s from them today. We didn't see many of them in the 800, so no surprise, some familiar faces that we're seeing here in the 4x4.
Again, we'll keep eyes on the California team wearing the gold tops with the navy bottoms. The Stanford team wearing that dark kind of charcoal gray top and bottom. The Cal State Fullerton team with the navy and orange, as we are almost underway in our men's 4x4 first section, coming near the conclusion of our Stanford Invitational. Athletes are taking their marks. It looks like the team from San Jose State out in lane 7 has scratched. And they're out cleanly. No issues this time. A pretty even start, it looks like. Yeah, even all the way around.
Yeah, you shouldn't have too much traffic in this race. Only 5 teams entered, so they should have a lot of room to run. The Stanford and Cal athletes are making up some ground here in the first 200. Reminder that when they hand off, the second legs will take it through 100 meters before they break. Cal with a strong first leg. Sounds like that's Isaiah Shaw running for them.
It looks like the Stanford athlete might have suffered some sort of injury. He's
lumbering down the home stretch.
But we have Cal Poly on the outside, but it looked like it was Fullerton that was first on the exchange. Very disappointing to see that for the Stanford athlete, but we'll see where things shake out as they cut in after this first 100. And it is Fullerton and Cal and North Dakota State in that order. But look at the athletes from Cal and North Dakota State moving very aggressively up on the Fullerton athlete.
One thing that I've continued to be impressed by all weekend from schools like Fullerton and schools like North Dakota State is there's been no fear competing against, you know, supposed bigger name schools like Stanford and California. They've done an excellent job.
How about that? How about that finish from North Dakota State? We've got ourselves a ball game here, folks.
It's Fullerton in the lead, but it's North Dakota State hot on their heels. The Cal runner looks to be making up a little bit of ground. The winner is likely going to come from one of those three. But anything can happen in a 4x4. They've got batons in their hands and they've got bodies to get through. So we'll see how it shakes out in this first heat of the men's 4x400. We've got a second heat coming after this, but this is really our faster heat here.
So it's still Fullerton, North Dakota State, but here comes Cal.
Cal with a really strong third leg here.
Look at
He's
the
feeling
work.
it a little bit.
Look at that head
towards the
motion.
end.
That head movement.
It's anyone's ball game going here into the final leg.
A clean
really
exchange.
Nice handoff there from Fullerton. It's Fullerton's to lose. We'll see what these anchors have up their sleeves. The Cal runner looks like he
Coming
is
in
trucking
hot.
and is going to pass the North Dakota State runner here on the backstretch most likely. They're working together to catch up to the Cal State Fullerton athlete.
And they have.
He's going to sit tight for a second and wait to try to pass, likely on the home stretch.
So it's Fullerton, Cal, North Dakota State coming back.
North Dakota State, he waited. Let's see if we get an exciting conclusion here in the 4x400.
So
it's
Fullerton, North Dakota State, Cal. Look at the runner from North Dakota State coming on the outside.
Oh,
it's going to be
tight.
close.
It is
all the way
tight.
to the end.
Oh, way too close to call.
What
an excellent
effort.
competition.
Right,
And
we'll
it
see.
looks like North Dakota
They
State
gave it to him.
by 2/100ths of a second. Wow.
Hey, how
You've
about
got to
those
tip
Bison?
your cap to the Bison of North Dakota State, just edging Fullerton.
What a show. So it's North Dakota State edging out Fullerton right at the line by 2/100ths of a second. Cal in third. Wow.
You knew he was coming. The Fullerton athlete knew he was coming and did everything in his power to hold him off. It was too close to call at the tape, just visually, and 2/100ths of a second.